recognize the five senior student athletes on this year's roster. Our first senior is a 6'2" goalkeeper from 96 South Carolina, number 0, Blaze McGinnis. A 2-year letterman, Blaze transferred to FMU from USC Salkehatchie. An accounting major, he was named to the Peach Belt Conference Presidential Honor Roll in 2018 and has also earned his way onto the FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll. Our first senior is Blaze McGinnis. Our second senior is a 6'1" defender from Oldenburg, Germany, number 4, Julian Kirsting. A 2-year letterman, Julian has appeared in 26 matches and recorded 1 assist. A business major, he's a member of Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society, was named to the PBC Presidential Honor Roll in 2018, and has been selected to the FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll twice. Our second senior is Julian Kirsting. Our third senior is a 6-foot defender from Melbourne, Florida, number 5, Michael Dimitrick. A 2-year letterman, Michael transferred to FMU from Pfeiffer University. He's appeared in 8 matches. He's also served 2 years on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. A biology and chemistry major, he was named to the PBC Presidential Honor Roll for 2017 and 2018 and has been selected to the FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll 3 times. Our third senior is Michael Dimitrick. Our fourth senior is a 5'7" midfielder from Madone, France, Gaspard Mion. A 4-year letterman. He's appeared in 56 matches for the Patriots and recorded 3 goals and 10 assists. A mass communications major, he's a past honoree on the FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll. Our fourth senior is Gaspard Mion. And our fifth and final senior is a 6'6" forward from Partille, Sweden, number 11, Oliver Drakenhammer. Also a 4-year letterman. He has played in 52 career matches and totaled 14 goals and 10 assists. He was named the PBC Player of the Week once during the 2016 season. A marketing HR major, he was named to the PBC Presidential Honor Roll each of the past 3 years and to the FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll 4 times. Our fifth senior is Oliver Drakenhammer. Francis Marion University, the Patriot Athletic Department, and the FMU Men's Soccer Program would like to thank these 5 student athletes for their efforts over the past 4 years, both on and off the field. We also wish them the best of luck in all their future endeavors. Let's give them one more round of applause. Thank you, seniors.
Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for immediate removal. Thank you for your continued support of Francis Marion University Athletics and the Peach Belt Conference. Fans are reminded that Francis Marion University is a smoke-free campus and no pets are allowed within the confines of the Griffin Athletic Complex.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Francis Marion University and Hartzler Field for tonight's Peach Belt Conference match between the University of South Carolina at Aiken Pacers and your Francis Marion University Patriots. Francis Marion University and the Peach Belt Conference are excited to hold the league's first ever Officials Appreciation Week. The week of October 22nd through the 27th will be the first of 3 observed during the school year, with the others occurring during the winter sports and during the spring season. Any athletic event depends on its team of officials to make sure it runs within the rules of competition in a safe manner and for the benefit of the athletes. This initiative is intended to promote an atmosphere of respect and gratitude toward our game officials, because remember, without officials, it's just practice. At this time, I would ask FMU team captain Julian Kirsting to come forward and make a special presentation to tonight's officials, Mr. Erbacher, Mr. Ayers, and Mr. Kent. And let's show them our thanks for the job they perform and the part they play in the arena that is intercollegiate athletics. And now, if you would please rise and gentlemen remove your caps, we'll honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Pacers from Aiken, South Carolina. In goal, number 1, a sophomore from Madrid, Spain, Alejandro Chavarria. Number 3, freshman from Spain, David Batz. Number 4, a sophomore from St. Lucia, Zacharias Simon. Number 5, a junior from Barbados, Ronaldo Bailey. Number 8, a sophomore from Brazil, Andre Saverio. Number 10, a senior from Panama, Daniel Oralak. Number 11, a senior from Concord, New Hampshire, Jordan Masiri. Number 15, a junior from Panama, Ricardo Pineda. Number 20, a junior from Farnham, England, Oliver McCollum. Number 21, a junior from Guadalupe, Killian Martin. And 23, a freshman from Johns Creek, Georgia, Sammy Viata. The Pacers are coached by Ike Afoje. The starting lineup for your Patriots. In goal, 00, a freshman from Sweden, Christopher Greganus. Number 4, a senior from Germany, Julian Kirsting. Number 6, a junior from England, Matthew Bainbridge. Number 7, a sophomore from Spain, Adrian Marino. Number 8, a senior from Mondo, France, Gaspar Mion. Number 9, a freshman from Australia, Sam Pollard. Number 10, a sophomore from Norway, Jonas Doblin. Number 11, a senior from Sweden, Oliver Drakenhammer. Number 18, freshman from England, Oliver Peters. Number 19, a freshman from Holstebro, Denmark, Magnus Hoyland. And 20, a freshman from Ireland, Martin Coughlin. And your Patriots are coached by John Campbell. He's assisted by Travis Brent and Andrew Kephart. The athletic trainer is Trey Haller.
And with that, we are just about ready for a kickoff here on senior night on Hartzler Field here in Florence. Rob Lau here with you as the Pacers of USC Aiken get the game kicked off. The Patriots come into tonight's contest 7-5-0, 3-2-0 in the Peach Belt Conference. They've won 3 consecutive matches. And USC Aiken comes in 3-5-2. They are 0-3-2 in Peach Belt play. A couple of teams that to this point in the season have played some different styles of soccer. We have our first foul. 30 seconds into the evening. David Erbacher, the referee, making the call. His assistants tonight, Kenneth Ayers and Jason Kent. Patriots in the white with the navy shorts, attacking the south goal here in the first half, all navy for the Pacers as Bainbridge heads that free kick away for FMU. Stays into the attacking third and is now played back toward the box, cleared away by the Patriots captain and one of the 5 seniors honored tonight on the field prior to the contest, Julian Kirsting. Flag is up on the far side for an FMU throw, trying to get it to freshman Martin Coughlin, and he is fouled. Patriots coached by John Campbell in his 7th season at the helm, while the Pacers are led by Ike Afoje, his 23rd season at USCA. Helped start the women's program in 1997 and coached them for 8 seasons, now exclusively the men's coach. Drakenhammer chests it on into the path of Adrian Marino. Marino charging toward the Pacers box, gets a left-footed shot away, but it was blocked. And we have another whistle and a foul. And the Pacers are going to have, I know it's going to go the way of the Patriots. Foul goes against the Pacers, and the Patriots have a very good position for this free kick. Martin Coughlin, freshman from Ireland, making his 4th start, standing over it right now for the Patriots. FMU coming off of a 6-1 win at Clayton State for their 3rd consecutive victory over the weekend. They have picked up things since a 1-4 start. Here comes the free kick curling toward the back post, knocked away by Chaveria, the goalkeeper for the Pacers, and he was fouled by an FMU attacker. And so the whistle goes the other way. The 5 seniors tonight for the Patriots. Senior goalkeeper Blaze McGinnis, transfer from USC Salkehatchie from 96, South Carolina. He is an accounting major. Peach Belt Conference Presidential Honor Roll this year, and also made it to the FMU Swamp Fox Athletic and Academic Honor Roll. Julian Kirsting, senior from Oldenburg, Germany, the captain for the Patriots this season. He's played every minute of this season so far. He's a business major, member of the Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society, and also a PBC Presidential Honor Roll and FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll member a couple of different times. Here comes Drakenhammer, another one of those seniors, lays it on back to Kirsting. And now Bainbridge, that 3-5-2 that the Patriots like to play with the back three of Kirsting, Bainbridge, and Hoyland from left to right across the back line. We'll talk about the other seniors for the Patriots in a little bit as the evening goes along. Throw for USC Aiken on the far side. Another senior is Michael Dimitrick, from a defender from Melbourne, Florida, transferred to FMU from Pfeiffer University, where he was for 2 years. He's a bio and chemistry major, and he's another Patriot who has been on the PBC Presidential Honor Roll 2 years and also on the Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll 3 times. Gaspar Mien from Madone, France, 4-year letter winner, 56 matches, 3 goals, and 10 assists for the Patriots. He's a mass communications major. And another former FMU Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll member, as Hoyland knocks that one out of play into the FMU bench. And the 5th and final senior, Oliver Drakenhammer, a marketing and HR major. He is also a 4-year letterman, playing in his 53rd career match tonight, 14 goals and 10 assists in his career. 1 PBC Player of the Week honor back during his sophomore season in which he scored 8 goals. And yet another Patriot who has been on the PBC Presidential Honor Roll and the Swamp Fox Athletic Academic Honor Roll 3 and 4 times, respectively. Those are the 5 seniors that the Patriots honored prior to tonight's contest against USC Aiken. No score here. 5 minutes into the first half. We're still looking for our first shot of the evening. A couple of fouls either way, but nothing too serious. The Patriots and the Pacers, as I mentioned, have been kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum. The Patriots, as I mentioned, coming off of a 6-goal performance against Clayton State. Second time they've scored 6 goals this season as Pollard flicks one toward Martin Coughlin, and the goalkeeper races out his line to clear it away before the freshman could get there for FMU. It'll be a throw-in for the Pats. The Patriots are tied for second in the Peach Belt Conference with 222 shot attempts, while the Pacers are at the bottom of the league, 116 attempts. And that's last, and they're 11.6 per match, the second fewest, while the Patriots are averaging the most shots per contest in the conference with over 18 attempts. Kirsting tried to play a through ball to Sam Pollard, but it was intercepted. And now the Pacers can bring it back the other way with Orlak. He plays it out wide for Pineda, and Pineda is forced wide, and it'll go out of bounds off of Julian Kirsting. To give you an idea of the styles for these two teams, the season high in shots attempted for the Pacers is 19, and the Patriots have had more than that 5 times, including a season high 32 at Barton. They had 31 over the weekend against Clayton State. Bailey, going back into his own half, had problems with the header, and Coughlin picked it up momentarily for FMU, but the Pacers win it back. And USC Aiken with 7 goals in their 10 matches this season. That is at the bottom of the conference. They've been shut out 6 times, including in 4 of their 5 Peach Belt Conference matches. The one time they were able to get on the score sheet in conference play was a 1-1 draw with Flagler. Whereas the Patriots have only been shut out once this season. That was when Lander was here on September 22nd. And the Bearcats, in the latest Division II poll, are up to number 7 in the country, and they have already won today. Every team in the Peach Belt Conference on the men's side playing their 6th conference match, either this afternoon in the case of Clayton State and Lander, which Lander took 4-0. And then there's also 3 games tonight. The other 2 games that kicked off alongside this one at 7 o'clock, Georgia Southwestern at Flagler and number 2 Young Harris at North Georgia. Javaria, the goalkeeper, with Coughlin putting the pressure on, clears it away toward the midfield stripe. 8 minutes into the contest. No score between the Patriots and the Pacers, and again, still looking for that first shot attempt of this opening 45 minutes. Coughlin's going to get on the end of this long ball, looking for Drakenhammer in the center. Instead, he's going to play it out wide to Gaspar Mien. Mien will pick out Drakenhammer, try to touch it into the path of Coughlin. Didn't get enough on the pass. And that one drills Sam Pollard. And he stays down. The Patriots play on, at least for the moment. A freshman from Australia slowly getting back to his feet. Drakenhammer had it nicked away. Then he goes down under the challenge of Orlak. And now the Pacers bring it back the other way, Pineda. Peters with the challenge, and he got the ball. And also a part of the player, Sammy Viata, freshman from Johns Creek, Georgia. Big international flavor on this USC Aiken roster. 13 total countries represented. Their coach, Ike Foje, with experience for Nigeria's junior and senior national teams. 10th minute of the match. A free kick in the FMU half for the visiting Pacers. Comes across, headed into the box, and it will sky out of play beyond the goal of Christopher Gregonis. Francis Marion fans, be sure to sign your kids up for the Patriots Kids Club. For more information on how your child can become a member, call 843-661-1503 or go online to www.fmupatriots.com. And don't forget to support and follow Francis Marion Athletics on social media at FMU Sports. As the fall seasons wind down, and basketball season is right around the corner. Here's Jonas Devlin. Good backtracking by the USCA midfield to intercept. Long ball forward is too far for the intended target, and the Patriots regain, but then give it away. Here's Jordan Masiri, leading scorer for the Pacers, gets into the box, and Bainbridge comes over to cover for Magnus Hoyland, who got beaten by the senior from Concord, New Hampshire, Masiri. 2 goals and 2 assists for 6 points to lead USC Aiken. He is the only player on the team to have multiple goals or multiple assists.
Andre Salvino,
Masiri
for USC Aiken.
is a freshman all the way back in 2014 and was all-conference and freshman of the year in the conference that year, as that one's headed away by Kirsting off the corner. And he, in that season, had a game-winning goal against the Patriots in the Peach Belt semifinals, but he's battled some injuries since, including a redshirt year last year. Peters finds Coughlin. Try to get it back to Peters. Now the other way, but Viata has it intercepted by Bainbridge. Pollard looking for the run of Oliver Drakenhammer. Drakenhammer sizing up the defender, getting toward the edge of the box, looking for some room for a shot. Instead, he lays it off to Pollard. Scored on a great free kick at Clayton State over the weekend. 3rd goal of his freshman campaign. Julian Kirsting gets it right back from Devlin. Coughlin into the box. Trying to cut inside. Bailey will cut him off. But the Pacers aren't able to get it out. Peters fires a low shot, but it's scooped up by Echeverria, the sophomore from Madrid, Spain. It is the first shot for either team, and it comes 12 minutes in to the opening half. Echeverria with a .792 save percentage entering play tonight. That is good for 2nd best in the conference. Drakenhammer out wide. Looking for some help in the center. Peters. Coughlin is fouled. No, he is the one who's going to be called for the foul, actually. He went down. They appeared to be looking for a whistle and got it, but not in his favor, as David Herbacher points the way of the USC Aiken Pacers. Most recent contest for them was a 3-0 loss against North Georgia on Saturday. North Georgia, the team that the Patriots come into tonight tied for 3rd place with. Both of the teams 3-2-0 on 9 points. Long ball forward is going to find Drakenhammer. He's got Coughlin in the middle. Drakenhammer chipping it for Coughlin. It's a little bit too far. Ball goes out of play on the far side. FMU will have a throw. FMU very much in the mix to host a quarterfinal match here next Tuesday in the first round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. 3 points here tonight against Aiken would go a long way towards securing that. Julian Kirsting playing one towards the box, cleared away by Oliver McAllen. And now Masiri trying to run into the FMU half. Good work by Hoyland to track back and slow the run and eventually intercept the ball, as Aiken looks to make a sub here at the next opportunity. It'll be the first sub for either side here this evening. Patriots usually don't play a whole lot of substitutes. Pacers usually go more to their bench as Coughlin goes down under the challenge from McAllen, and it's another free kick coming up for the Patriots here as we enter the 15th minute of this first half. Mention the standings. Young Harris, 5 wins in 5 conference matches to top the league. Lander, with their win earlier today, also with 15 points, but they have played one more match, and that was a loss to Young Harris, so Young Harris would hold the tiebreaker there if those two teams end up tied in the standings. Then North Georgia and FMU with 9 points entering today, each tied for third. First and second place teams get a bye to the semis as Pollard plays one in toward the height of Drakenhammer and Hoyland, but it's cleared away. Marino feigned on his opportunity to try to send it back into the box, and Masiri looks to break out for USC Aiken. Long ball forward is going to be caught up to by Viata, but his pass finds the red, white, and blue. Patriots retain possession now in their own half. That one is played off of a pacer into their bench, or into the Patriots bench, I should say, for an FMU throw. Teams chasing FMU and North Georgia. Flagler with 7 points. Clayton State with 3 points. USC Aiken in 7th, 2 points. And Georgia Southwestern State with 1 point. So the top 2, as I mentioned, will get byes to the semifinals. The 3rd and 4th seeds would then host the 5th and 6th seeds in the quarterfinal round, which will be next Tuesday. And then 7th and 8th seeds will watch the Peach Belt Conference Tournament from their own campuses, as only 6 of the 8 invited to PBC play on the men's side, 8 of the 11 on the women's side. By the way, the FMU women are at Lander tonight, so that one is out of play for a goal kick. And here comes that USC Aiken substitution that they were looking to make a few moments ago. Now they will get to make it, as Ricardo Pineda is replaced by Neil Hamilton.
Into the match for USC Aiken, 19, Neil Hamilton. Alejandro Chavarria.
And with 20 minutes gone in the women's match, no score between the Patriots and the Lander Bearcats. Here in this one, still no score between the Patriot men and USC Aiken. Coughlin had that one bounce up on him as he was trying to control it near the top of the box. Marino takes it away from the newest member onto the field, Hamilton. Peters looking to get it back to Moreno. Good control off the chest. Trying to find Drakenhammer. It was sent out of play by the Pacers. Right back in and right back out. Another FMU throw-in. Adrian Marino, earlier this season, scored the 2nd fastest goal in program history in a 1-0 win over Mount Olive. He scored a penalty kick just 29 seconds into the contest for his first and lone goal of his sophomore season. He started all 12. Coming into tonight, make it 13 in a row, including tonight's contest. It's going to be a long throw by Kirsting. Drakenhammer flicks it on to Coughlin's head, and he heads it over the bar. It's a good play there from FMU. Long throw from Kirsting, found the head of Drakenhammer, and Coughlin was able to get the second header in, but he couldn't keep it down. And the second shot goes over the bar. No attempts yet for Aiken. Of the 2 shots for the Patriots, one of them was stopped by Alejandro Chavarria, sophomore from Madrid. 2 shutouts this season. He has started now 9 of the 11 Aiken matches, the other 2 by freshman Kenneth Kalick of Germany. Coughlin tried to find the run of Devlin forward, but had it blocked, and now the other way comes USC Aiken. Masiri. Good speed, but Hoyland with a good challenge to knock it aside, but it's going to be the second corner of the evening for the Pacers, as Masiri's speed once again helps Aiken counterattack quickly, and they get a corner kick out of it.
Salviano to take the corner kick for USC Aiken.
Salviano to play it in. Headed away by Drakenhammer, right back toward the penalty spot, and Devlin was able to clear it away. Coughlin went down, trying to help get it clear, and Sam Pollard will finally thump it into the USC Aiken half. Volleyed back forward to Bailey. not on the same page with his teammate there. Gave it away to the Patriots, but McAllen is going to pick this one up and roll it back to his keeper. Patriot fans, visit www.FMUPatriotsShop.com for all your Francis Marion apparel and gift needs. Support your Patriots by visiting www.FMUPatriotsShop.com as that one is played out for a USC Aiken throw. Throw in for Curtis Simon from St. Lucia. A couple players from St. Lucia on this Aiken squad. Gets it into Orlak. Pollard tangling up with him. Simon lobs it forward. Kirsting will head it back. Devlin further on. Coughlin, good work to shield off McAllen, but he plays it behind the surging Drakenhammer. Drakenhammer putting pressure on. And down goes the Aiken defender. And whistled for a foul there is Drakenhammer as we hit 20 minutes gone here in the opening half. 2 shots for FMU, none for Aiken. And still no score. Cool evening. Sure, the players much prefer this weather to the 90-plus conditions that the team played for the first couple of home matches. This is the final regular season home match. Of course, as I mentioned, there is an opportunity to host the opening round of the Peach Belt tournament next Tuesday. And FMU can take a big step with 3 points against their in-state rivals here tonight as Kirsting volleys that one out of play. Simon comes over to the near side to take the throw in for Aiken. Patriots leading the all-time series 18-12 and 5 ties. This is the 36th all-time meeting. The Patriots have held the advantage in recent times, although Aiken won 4-3 in double overtime last year. Chigwudi Apugo, who is on the bench for the Pacers tonight, scored the game-winning goal in double overtime last year with just 11 seconds left to give the Pacers a 4-3 victory. But the Patriots have won 5 of the last 7 overall since a 1-1 draw back in 2012. Each team claiming a victory in the Peach Belt Conference tournament during that span of 5 in the last 7 for FMU. Each team with a win there. And as I mentioned earlier, the win for Aiken was a semifinal victory where Nasiri had the game-winning goal. Bainbridge plays it into the FMU bench. Another Aiken throw-in. Just about halfway through this opening half between the Patriots and the Pacers. Martin Coughlin plays it to Kirsting. Kirsting spotted the run of Drakenhammer that Coughlin didn't see. Drakenhammer is able to keep it in on that far side, but is eventually shielded off of it by a pair of Pacer defenders, but it'll be another FMU throw. Mentioned earlier the difference between the two teams in terms of scoring, but the FMU defense has been playing well as of late. Oh, they gave it away there. Orlak's pass, though, is read by Gregonis, who scoots off his line and grabs it. Patriots have allowed just 1 goal during their 3-match winning streak. Had back-to-back shutouts against Coker and then Georgia Southwestern before giving up just 1 at Clayton State over the weekend. So their 4 shutouts now are good for 3rd in the league. 3 shutouts for Aiken, that's 4th in the conference. These two teams, in terms of goals against average, 3rd and 4th in the conference, 1.24 for Aiken and 1.50 for FMU. Only Young, Harris, and Lander, the 2 teams above the Patriots in the standings, have been better at keeping opposing teams from scoring in the Peach Belt Conference this year. In space on this side is Neil Hamilton. Hamilton into the box, had a shot deflected, and it grazed the post, stayed in play, and Gregonis, well, hop on it. That one was partially deflected. I believe that was Bainbridge, and that had Gregonis going the wrong way, and it almost inadvertently cost the Patriots the opening goal of the match there, but they get bailed out by the post that time, as that was the first shot for USC Aiken, a little bit past the halfway mark of this first half. Neither team has really threatened much. Just 2 shots for FMU, 1 for Aiken. I think this would be the kind of match that USC Aiken would want to play. Not very many shot attempts. Just kind of back and forth in the midfield. Kind of a grinded out sort of affair. As I mentioned, they've scored just 7 goals in their 10 matches. So they are more of a defensive team. The Patriots like to play that a little high tempo sort of style, and their defense has been solid as well, but they would prefer to get out and attack teams. So foul is going to be called against Francis Marion there by Erbacher, the official, and so it'll be a free kick for USC Aiken just in the Patriots' half of the field as we go under 20 to go until the break. Hoyland trying to head it away, but he finds Masiri with it. But Masiri's pass is knocked away. Pacers will regain, try to start a new attack. Dublin, some fancy footwork there to keep it in play, finds Coughlin. Now the Patriots will try to start a counterattack of their own. It's shuffled away. Be a throw in for FMU. The Patriots now making a substitution, their first of this first half, and it is Coughlin who checks out. Sidney Warden, freshman from London, checks in. He's the Patriots' leading scorer with 6 goals.
Francis Marion, number 16, Sidney Warden.
Warden tied for 4th in the conference with those 4 goals. Pollard gets into the box, crosses it, and was headed away by Simon. A failed clearance, though, keeps it in the Patriots' attacking half. Dublin had a shot blocked, and now it's cleared away by USC Aiken, by Kirsting. Sends it back forward. Gaspar Mien finds Dublin. He scored in back-to-back matches. Drakenhammer near the top of the box. Pollard. Now Dublin. Marino crosses into the box. Missed Drakenhammer and Warden, his 2 targets. But again, the Patriots pressing, gets the ball back. Hoyland was looking for Dublin, never got there, and now Aiken can break the press, and now they look to counter the other way with Hamilton. Kirsting wins the ball. Hamilton looking over to the official for a foul, and he just gets a head shake in response that was a legal play. Drakenhammer trying to hold off McAllen. Does so nicely, but passes a little bit behind Gaspar Mien, who plays it off of an Aiken defender for a throw-in. Peters finds Kirsting. The captain finds Marino. Marino cutting inside. Drakenhammer touches it out wide. Now Warden in the box, flags up. Sidney Warden offside, coming off of his second 2-goal performance of his freshman season at Clayton State, scoring a pair off the bench against the Lakers. And now an FMU player down. It's Drakenhammer is a little bit slow to get back up, helped up by Marino. And it wasn't offside. It was a different infraction. It's actually going to go against USC Aiken. Something that happened behind the play after the ball was played to Warden. And so the Patriots are going to have a very advantageous position to take this free kick. And there's 4 Patriots standing around it. Dublin and Peters will now walk away. And it'll be the 2 wingers, Mien and Marino, standing over it. 2 in the wall for the Pacers, right on the edge of the box. Marino runs over it. Now Mien tries to play it into the center. Was deflected by a sliding Pacer, and it gets back to the goalkeeper, Chavaria. Tried to sneak a slow rolling pass right toward the penalty spot, but the Aiken defense was alert and got it away. Some bad news to report from Lander as the FMU women now trail Lander 1-0 late in the first half there. Patriot women in need of a victory as they try to climb their way into the Peach Belt Conference tournament on the women's side. On the outside looking in when play started today. Kirsting looking for Drakenhammer. Looks like Bailey's going to get there first for USCA, and he does. Now Simon. Hamilton drops deep for it. Now Orlak looking for the run of Viata. Bainbridge coming over, and he plays it out. Be a throw for the Pacers. 15 minutes to go in the first half, and both teams will now make some subs. Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, Domino's, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Carolina's Hospital System, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Marines Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, and Courtyard by Marriott, Mike Rickenbach, Ford Lincoln Mercury, South Carolina Education Lottery, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, the Counseling Center of Florence, Chick-fil-A, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy's Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Julia Bell's Restaurant, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, Western Sizzlin Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Yannick Grotter just into the contest for the Patriots. A freshman from Germany scored his first career goal at Clayton State over the weekend. He makes his 10th appearance of the season as he replaces Drakenhammer up front. So right now it's Grotter and Warden, the duo up front for the Patriots. And Gervelle Tobier just checked in for the first time for the Pacers at that last break. And the Pacers are making another change here with 13.5 to go in the half. Coming out is Viata. Grotter putting the pressure on. Now Warden as well as the Patriots press high up the field, trying to force the Pacers into some turnovers. Both teams have made some turnovers in the defense, but it hasn't cost either team yet. Grotter getting held from behind, goes down, looking for a foul, didn't get it. And Tobier had a fistful of jersey there. Oh, one uncalled. Good footwork there by Dublin to get around a naked midfielder, but his pass gets deflected, and now the Pacers with a chance to attack. It comes right back to Tobier. Bainbridge tried to deflect the cross. Hamilton, a shot. And he fires it into the screen behind the net for a goal kick. Kirsting was over there trying to bother him. Gregonis was out of the goal to try and cut down the angle. But Hamilton had an opportunity there. That's the best opportunity of the first half for either team. From Neil Hamilton. But it goes wide. Tobier now. Good job by the Patriots, Devlin and Warden there to win the ball back, but they couldn't find Grotter, and McCowan will thump it forward. Bainbridge looking for the long ball. Grotter and Simon both went up for it. Salviano challenged by a couple of Patriots there. USC Aiken will have the throw. Chagwudia Pugo, as I mentioned, he had a game-winning goal against FMU in double overtime last year. Recently into the match, working up front Be a guy that the Pacers are looking to get the ball to, making his 8th appearance of the season, has 1 goal this year, and they throw it into him here. Kirsting defending. Is able to knock it out of play. It'll be another USC Aiken throw. Abugo forced off of it by the Patriots' number 9, Sam Pollard, and Pollard launches it forward. McAllen heads it back into the attacking half. Salviano flicked it forward, but nobody home for Aiken, and Gregonis off his line to grab it again for FMU. Patriot volleyball team finished off its home slate last night with a sweep of Chowan. They will play their final 3 regular season matches on the road, starting at 7 o'clock on Friday night at Augusta at 7 p.m. And they have already clinched a spot in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. That'll be played November 10th through 11th in Greenwood, South Carolina, as down goes Marino. Hamilton with the foul. Hamilton going over to apologize. Marino not interested. And an apology is shaken up. Official stops the clock with 9:49 to go here in this first half. Make sure that Marino, the sophomore from Spain, is all right. Elsewhere in FMU athletics, the Patriot men's golf team, coming off a 4th place finish at the Camden Collegiate Classic over the weekend, will wrap up their fall schedule November 4th through the 6th at the Kiowa Classic at Turtle Point in Charleston. They will then, after that tournament, be off until they begin their spring season in February. Good ball from Dublin. He finds Peters. Peters with a strike at goal and skids right into the path of the goalkeeper, Javaria. It's the 3rd shot for FMU, 2nd on target. And Peters did not quite get all that he wanted behind that effort, but he did make the goalkeeper make his 2nd save of the half. And if you fire a shot at goal, you never quite know what's going to happen. Aiken bringing it back the other way with 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Ball crossed into the box, headed away by Bainbridge. Dublin intercepts that one for FMU. Grotter making a run forward. Chests it down. Good ball to find Sidney Warden. But Aiken has numbers back, so the Patriots will slow it down. Kirsting has come forward. Marino drops back to his spot in the center of defense. Kirsting a little bit of a heavy touch there. Kirsting all the way up in the box, and Javaria didn't get a lot on that attempted clearance. He partially feigned on it. And so the Patriots will keep it in the Aiken 3rd of the field. And now FMU will make a substitution as sophomore Max Lindquist from Helsingborg, Sweden. Makes his 8th appearance of the season. He replaces Marino. It still appears to be a little bit shaken up after that challenge a few moments ago. It's another loose ball. Dublin with a strike. And it goes wide, but he had the USC Aiken goalkeeper hastily diving to his right. But Dublin couldn't keep that one on frame. The best chance for FMU so far. I mentioned the 2 teams have exchanged some turnovers in their own halves of the field.
Into the match for USC Aiken, 17, Ricard.
And it almost cost USC Aiken there in the form of the opening goal from Jonas Dublin. He's trying to score for the 3rd match in a row. Bugo has it tackled away by Peters. Doing a good job tracking back the defensive-minded midfielder. Box and Mian coming together. Good work by Grotter to come back, almost forced an interception. Now it comes out wide. Masiri. Orlak plays it out wide. Low cross toward the center. Knocked away. That was Santil, the target. Now FMU get a chance to run to their half. Grotter finds Warden. Grotter making a run towards the center. Warden slips in through. Yannick Grotter stopped by Chavaria. tried to go through the goalkeeper's legs, and he closed the 5-hole quickly. What a great counterattack by the Patriots there. And Grotter very nearly gave the Patriots a 1-0 lead, but after a slow start from both teams, it has opened up in the last 10 minutes or so for teams to get some better opportunities. Now Pollard in space. Warden at the top of the box. Flicks it over to Grotter. Left-footed strike! And it's in at the far post. What a strike from Yannick Grotter, who almost gave the Patriots a lead less than a minute ago. Now he does give them a lead with 6 minutes to go here in the opening 45. What a hit from Yannick Grotter, the second goal of the season for the young freshman from Neutraubling, Germany. His second consecutive match getting on the score sheet after having so many opportunities early in the season that just did not go his way. Sometimes it just takes that first one to go in. And now a substitution as Apugo comes out for the Pacers, and Telesilva comes in. Sam Pollard will collect an assist there on Grotter's 39th minute goal. So Sam Pollard adds to his team leading total of assists. He came in with 4, tied for 5th in the league. There's number 5 in the assist column for Pollard, the freshman from Perth, Australia.
Scored by Yannick Grotter, his second of the season, assisted by Sam Pollard.
So 1-0 FMU
Grotter from Pollard in the
with a 39th minute goal from Grotter. Huge goal for the Patriots, who now have a 6-2 advantage in shots after nearly going ahead moments earlier. And it took a great save by Chavaria to keep Grotter from scoring about 30 seconds or so prior to that. Off of that scramble, Aiken brings it into the FMU half with Hamilton. Lindquist trying to get back for FMU. Kirsting will come across and help out the sophomore Swede. Patriots again looking to counter. Long ball forward from Peters, trying to get the stride of Grotter. Sliding tackle made by Simon, and he just, or rather that's Bailey, and he drives it forward. Tobier on it. And that one's played out by the Patriots into their bench for a throw. Four and a half until the half here on Hartzler Field in Florence. Patriots leading the Pacers by a 0-0. Lindquist clears that one away. Warden trying to hold it up. Get some support from Pollard. Kirsting finds Devlin. Devlin's got Mien in space. Picks him out on the far side. And with a give and go with Pollard to get into the USC Aiken half. Now Grotter at the edge of the box. Trying to turn away from Bailey. Lays it back off. Pollard. A long switch to Peters. Trying to go around Hamilton. Gets it to Lindquist. Now Devlin on it. And it plays it off of Santil for a throw. Peters trying to get it right back to Lindquist and is instead called for a foul. Support Francis Marion University Athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. You can join by visiting the athletics website at www.FMUPatriots.com. Join now and get your tickets for the upcoming sports seasons. Speaking of some of the other sports going on in the fall season, the men's and women's cross-country teams, after running this past weekend, will be back in action on November 3rd. It's the Peach Belt Conference Championship meet in Beach Island, South Carolina. This past weekend, they ran in the Sand Shark Invitational. Huge field at that event, hosted by USC Beaufort. Good control by Peters. Devlin. Kirsting almost lost it. And now Peters didn't lose it cleanly, but he did foul Silva. And with just over 2 minutes to go here in this first half, it's going to be a free kick for the Pacers, trying to respond to the Patriots' goal late in this half with an even later goal to knot it up going into the half. It is Tobier, sophomore from St. Lucia, appearing in his 5th match of the season for the Pacers, who is standing over it. 7 Pacers on the edge of the box, and then one more who's just outside, and the whistle goes just as Tobier was about to let fly. The official having words with some of the players in the box. So Tobier will do it again. He's complaining that Sidney Warden in a one-man wall is within the 10 yards. Plays it into the box. Missed all the heads and flags up. The shot was stopped by Gregonis, but the USC Aiken player who let the shot fly, I think it was Bailey, was offside. That is Ronaldo Bailey, junior from Barbados, who let it fly, but he was offside. And so Gregonis will get us restarted with a free kick in the final 40 seconds of this first half. Missed the heads with that ball forward, but the Patriots will have a throw-in in the final 30 seconds. Right near the USC Aiken bench. Not in a particular hurry to throw this ball back in. Grotter. Warden trying to go around the defender. Instead plays it off of him in the final 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5.
And that looks like that'll be the last meaningful action of the first 45 as the clock hits 0. So the Patriots and Pacers, a little bit of a slow start as neither team got a shot for a while in this one. And the totals are pretty low, especially by Patriots standards. 6 shots in the first half to USC Aiken's 2. 4 shots on goal for FMU, none for USC Aiken. But the most important shot of the first half coming in the 39th minute. Yannick Greider tucking one away into the far corner on a great left-footed shot. His second goal of the season, assisted by Sam Pollard at 38:58 of that first half. And the Patriots lead the USC Aiken Pacers 1-0. We'll be back in a little bit with the second half here on the Patriot Sports Network. just about ready for the second half here on Hartzler Field. Rob Lau here with you on the Patriot Sports Network. 1-0 FMU leading USC Aiken on a 39th minute goal by Yannick Grotter. Assists to a couple of other freshmen, Sam Pollard and Sidney Warden. Warden getting his first assist of his collegiate career, now a team leading 13 points. It was Grotter's second goal in as many matches after scoring at Clayton State for the Patriots over the weekend. And Sam Pollard collects his fifth assist, leading the team in that category. Patriots outshot the Pacers 6-2 in the first half, including a 4-0 edge in shots on frame. The Pacers took the only two corner kicks of that opening half. In goal, Christopher Gregonis saw a couple of shots his way, but neither one of them forced him into a save. He did make one save off of a play that was blown dead for offside, so that shot not officially on the Aiken ledger. Neil Hamilton had the best chance for USC Aiken in the first half, a 33rd minute shot that went just wide following a cross from the far side. Gregonis was coming out to cut down the angle and did so successfully. Alejandro Chavarria made 3 stops in the Aiken goal, including a stop less than 30 seconds before Grotter scored on Grotter. But the Patriots were able to get one past him, and Grotter was able to get one past him just moments after that big save for the lone goal of the first half, as Patriots are a little too anxious to get the second half underway as the clock was not set. Now it is ready, and we are underway with the second 45 minutes of play. Patriots looking for their 4th consecutive win. It would be the longest win streak of the season. This is the second time this year they've had a 3-match win streak. They won 3 straight from September 26th to October 3rd, beating Mount Olive here, and then winning at Barton and at Flagler. They come into today having beaten Coker, Georgia Southwestern State, and Clayton State consecutively. And FMU will have a throw-in in their own half here in the first minute of this second half. Same trio at the back for FMU: Kirsting, Bainbridge, and Hoyland from left to right across the field. The forward duo that ended the first half, Warden and Grotter, start the second half together up front. And Marino, who was replaced by Max Lindquist for the final few minutes of the first half, returns to start the second half. So it is just the 2 forwards that are different from the starting 11 for FMU. For USC Aiken, senior Wayne Warsop from Lauderhill, Florida, has come in to the center of defense to play alongside Ronaldo Bailey. Warsop did not feature for Aiken in that first half, but he's out there now for Coach Afoje and the Pacers. Bainbridge, a long ball forward, headed away by Bailey. Devlin picks it up for FMU. He's got Warden making a run. Warden tried to play it across to Grotter, but it was intercepted by Bailey. Bailey keeps it from going out of play. Warden goes down. So does Bailey. And there's a foul called against Gaspar Mian. Slowly now getting back to his feet is Warden. I didn't catch what caused him to go down. So he tried to win the ball back off of Bailey. Bailey a little bit of a size advantage there, 6'2", and a little bit more solidly built, the barrel-chested Bailey, than Warden. Got 4 inches and maybe 40 or so pounds on him. Kirsting with it for FMU. Looking for Warden on a long ball forward. Warden was trying to flick it to Grotter. Couldn't do so. Couldn't quite get on the end of that long pass. Patriots have tried that a few different times. It's worked a couple of times to hold the ball up. Didn't on that particular occasion. Hamilton running forward. Crosses one toward Masiri. Masiri on the half volley didn't get clean contact. And Gregonis is able to make the save with relative ease. 3 minutes gone here in the second half. That's our first shot attempt of half number 2. Masiri forces Dragoness into his first save of the night. Box flicked it forward. And now it's Masiri, the leading goal scorer and point getter for Pacers. As that all came flying in and rattled off of the frame of one of the windows in the press box, the section of it next door. There's Warsop on the ball for the first time, almost gave it away. And it will be last off of him. Patriots get it restarted quickly. Grotter coming down the line. Warden in the middle. And Warsop slides it out from under Grotter. It'll be a corner kick for the Patriots. It'll be their first of the night. Here in the 50th minute. Hoyland and Kirsting both up from the back into the box for this corner for the Patriots. Bainbridge stays back around the halfway line. Dovlin, low cross comes in. Grotter couldn't get it toward goal. But it was last touched by a USC Aiken defender. It was Killian Martin who was deemed to have the last touch according to the officials, and so the Patriots now with a second corner in quick succession. Ball in again from Dovlin. This time he goes long with it. Sam Pollard was the one way on the far side there. It's headed out by Aiken, and now the Patriots will have a corner on the far side. So 3 corners in the last moment after the Patriots didn't have any in the first 45 minutes of the match. And it's Gaspar Mien, one of the 5 seniors who were honored prior to the match, who goes into the far corner to take this one for the Patriots. Comes in toward the back post. Hoyland was charging in, and Chavaria got there first. Hoyland banged off of the post, and he is down in the net. Chavaria appears to be a little shaken up too. Trey Holler, the Patriots athletic trainer, will be called out. The clock will stop here with 39:38 to go in the second half. The Patriots leading 1-0. Both teams' trainers now out on the field. And while we have a moment, Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, Domino's, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Carolinas Hospital System, Ken Jackson Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites and Courtyard by Marriott, Mike Rickenbach Ford Lincoln Mercury, South Carolina Education Lottery, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, the Counseling Center of Florence, Chick-fil-A, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Julia Bell's Restaurant, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, Western Sizzle and Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Hoyland slowly walking back toward the FMU bench. Hopefully he is able to return. Javaria is okay to stay in the game after consulting with his trainer. And the Patriots do make a substitution. Senior Michael Dimitrick from Melbourne, Florida. The transfer from Pfeiffer University makes his 9th appearance of the year. So he gets an opportunity to play here on his senior night.
Michael Dimitrick, number 5, into the match for FMU.
Not on the same page, the Pacers there, as Salviano was making a run further up the field. And now Hoyland jogs right back on the field, so Dimitrick on the field for all of 30 seconds before checking back out. It's a good sign that Hoyland is okay to continue for FMU. He's missed a few games due to injury already this season. Good to see that he is quickly back into the FMU lineup. And went up for the header with Box. It went off of Box's head and be a throw-in again for the Patriots. Hoyland to take it. Freshman from Holstebro, Denmark. Looking to get it to Grotter. Grotter flicks it into the path of Gaspar Mien. Mien trying to settle it down. And still on it. Peters will play it out wide, looking for Marino, and Peters got caught after letting the ball go, and quickly the yellow card comes out for sophomore Andre Salviano. It's our first yellow card of the match. And it comes here in the 52nd minute. Andre Salviano, first player into the book with 38:21 left. Patriots leading the Pacers on that 39th minute goal by Yannick Grotter, 1-0. Looking for their 8th win of the year are the Patriots.
Yellow card issued to USC Aiken's Andre Salviano in the 52nd minute.
So after drawing the foul, Peters will be the one to take this free kick. Or FMU drives it into the box, and the goalkeeper, Chavaria, comes out and grabs it before Sidney Warden could get there. Long ball was looking for Silva. He got his foot to it, but couldn't corral it. The Patriots go back to the goalkeeper, Gregonis, who will fire it into the sideline. Throw in for the Pacers. And now USCA is looking to make a substitution here, their first of the second half. And Ricard Santil will come out.
Number 2, Edgar Zambrano into the match for USC Aiken.
Edgar Zambrano, a freshman from Aiken, South Carolina, into the lineup. His 7th appearance of the season. Salviano tried to slide it through for a teammate, but no one was making the run that he was hoping for, and easily collected by Gregonis in the FMU net. Shots are 6-3. Just one shot combined so far in the first 8 minutes of this second half. It came from USC Aiken. Jordan Masiri forcing Gregonis into his first and so far lone save of the evening early in this second half. Patriots have not attempted a shot as of yet in this half. Another throw for USC Aiken on that far side. Box trying to hook up with Salviano. Instead, it'll go out of play for an FMU goal kick. Francis Marion fans, be sure to sign your kids up for the Patriots Kids Club. For more information on how your child can become a member, call 843-661-1503 or go online to www.fmupatriots.com. And don't forget to support and follow Francis Marion Athletics on social media at FMU Sports. I mentioned the FMU women also in action tonight. Last check, they still trail at Lander 1-0 with about 30 minutes to go in the second half. Patriot women wrapped up their home season against Columbus State, fourth-ranked, well now then fourth-ranked, now third-ranked Columbus State. This past Saturday, they end their season with 2 road matches. They'll be at Flagler down in Florida on Saturday to wrap up their regular season, and then are hoping to play their way into the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. FMU men are pretty much assured of a berth in the conference tournament and have a great chance at hosting first-round match next week. And 3 points here would go a long way, and they have 35 minutes left to try to see this one out. Grotter on the turn, trying to go to Gaspar Mien, but his pass is intercepted by Masiri. Masiri with an opportunity to run toward the FMU box, gets away a shot, and Gregonis had to peer around Bainbridge. Bainbridge was trying to get into the way of the shot and ended up having to duck out of the way so Gregonis could grab it. So both shots now on target for Aiken have come from Masiri. Not surprising as he leads the team in goals, assists, points, shots, and shots on goal entering the night. So not a surprise that he would have their 2 on-target shots to this point in the evening. 56th minute here in Florence. Masiri on the ball again. Salviano got it up to Silva. Now Masiri. Silva trying to get it back out wide. Went off of Hoyland. USC Aiken, several players raising their hands looking for a handball call. Didn't get it. Patriots bringing it back the other way as Mian tried to tip it around Box, but it is off the FMU senior. And Box will have a throw in now for the Pacers. Gets it into Masiri. Silva touches it back onto Salviano. Salviano looking for the long ball to the far side. Hamilton. And that shot is popped toward the box. Down goes an Aiken player looking for the bicycle kick. Silva trying for a spectacular hit, but didn't get really anywhere near it. Here's Box. Gets it into the box and is crossed a little bit over the head of Salviano. Tobier plays it back out wide for Hamilton. Hamilton looking for him for a cross. Gets a low ball in at the near post. It will go out for a goal kick. The last touch appeared to be off of Zambrano. If he did, in fact, get it before it went out of play. Hard to tell from this angle if he did. Either way, it's a Patriot goal kick. Isaiah Lamont and Oliver Drakenhammer in. Drakenhammer returning. Lamont making his first appearance of the evening. Is Grotter the goal scorer and Jonas Devlin who make way for the two changes for the Patriots. Mian looking to cut inside against Box.
Isaiah Lamont, number 14, into the match for FMU. And number 11, Oliver Drakenhammer, returns.
Looking for Warden. Try to flick it into the path of Drakenhammer. Warden and Drakenhammer were the starting forward unit for the first several matches of the season for the Patriots. Now working in tandem once again right now with 32 minutes to go here against Aiken. Long ball forward. Isaiah Lamont just into the match. Is going to get there. Just barely. No, he couldn't quite control it before it went out of play. It'll be a goal kick for USC Aiken. Support Francis Marion Athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. You can join by visiting the athletics website at www.fmupatriots.com. Join now and get your tickets for the upcoming sports seasons. FMU 1, USC Aiken nothing. 59th minute. A ball out of play right at the Patriot bench for throw. Another throw coming up for FMU. And that one is just drilled back into the Francis Marion half by the USCA defense. Kirsting spinning around. Goes back to Bainbridge. Looking for Marino on that far side. Finds him. Tackled away. Hamilton and Pollard crash into each other. And eventually, FMU does win the ball back. Now Drakenhammer. Pass a little bit behind Mian, but he's able to gather it in. Drakenhammer continues his run centrally. Get it out wide. Sam Pollard gets it right back from Marino. Pollard ball in toward Ward, a little behind him. Drakenhammer will catch up to it. Two Pacers on him, including Masiri. Now Hoyland pinching in. Switches it, looking for Pollard, a little bit behind him. But a turnover forced by Peters. Lamont trying to get it to Warden. Drakenhammer goes down. Box bumping him. Pacers claiming that Drakenhammer was making a meal out of that one, and it goes back the other way. 30 minutes to go. Gaspar Mien turning away from Silva. Kirsting miscontrolled, and it's going to be a foul there against Marino. And Adrian Marino given a yellow card for bringing down a Pacer on that far side. So 29:46 to go here in this second half as the clock stops.
Yellow card issued to Francis Marion's Adrian Marino in the 61st minute.
So a 61st minute booking for Marino. each player, or each team, I should say now, with one player who has been shown the yellow card. Here comes the ball in, headed away by the FMU defense. It's taken by Masiri, that free kick. Patriots get it away, just one man back. It's Warsop. He gets it back in for Aiken before Warden could get to it. Silva got around one man, but not another in the FMU defense, and the Patriots take back over. Mian looking to pick out Warden with a long ball forward. It'll be grabbed first by Box. Now Hamilton switched wings. Mian couldn't get the ball off of Hamilton. Hamilton, the edge of the box, trying to cut back inside. Good work by Hoyland. And again, the Patriots are able to get it away. But the Pacers have started to show a little bit more on the attacking side in the last few minutes, putting more pressure on the FMU defense. Trying for a tying goal here in the last half hour of the contest. Last regular season home match for FMU as they will finish the regular season Saturday at Young Harris. 5 o'clock kickoff against the second-ranked Mountain Lions. Drakenhammer almost causing a turnover, and then at the end, down goes Tobier for an Aiken free kick. Silva's pass was deflected by Hoyland. That's enough to allow Bainbridge to come over and sweep that one away. Peters, good control to go around one pacer. Lifts it forward, but Warsop read the pass that was intended for Warden. Tobier gets it right back. Plays it out wide. Hamilton chips it toward the back post. Cleared away by Kirsting. The top of the box, Salviano. Shot was blocked. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Pacers. And each team now with 3 for the evening. 27 and a half minutes to go in this second half. FMU still with a 1-0 lead as USCA continues to put the pressure on offensively. Here comes the ball in. Gregonis goes up, didn't get there, got headed straight up in the air. Still loose in the USCA or in the FMU box, and USC Aiken will have another corner as that one was played off of a Patriots defender. I think that was last off Sam Pollard and out. Another Pacers corner, their 4th. Second of the half. Ball comes in toward the penalty spot, popped up in the air by Pollard. Second header came in by the Pacers, but the Patriots got it away. Warsop back there. Salviano got it right back from Martin. Masiri now all the way back to the defense. Peters intercepted the pass, but it went right into the pass of Salviano. Low shot, bobbled by Gregonis, scrambling, and he does eventually get onto it before Silva, who was charging in from the far side. Gregonis still with the clean sheet intact, looking for his 4th shutout of the year. Would be number 5 of the year for the Patriots if they can get it, and 3rd in their last 4. Pollard finds Peters, now Gaspar Mian. Hoyland finds Pollard already with his 5th assist of the season tonight. He's trying to go around Warsop, but couldn't control it, and it went out of play. Bailey bringing it up toward the center line for USC Aiken. Long ball looking for the speedy Masiri. Man back covering. Got there first. Silva trying to post up a little bit against Hoyland. Good challenge there by the freshman as Silva went down. Drakenhammer in pursuit. Warsop on the other side trying to shepherd it out. And the ball hung on the line for a while. Drakenhammer be the last to touch as it eventually does go out of play. And now Reganis is going over to check on the player for USC Aiken who stayed down, Silva. The referee over to check and waving for the trainer to come over. And then we'll stop the clock now with 24:24 to go here in the second half for Pacers trainer to come out onto the field. Congratulations to the FMU volleyball team finishing out their home slate with a 3-0 sweep of Chowan last night at Smith University Center. They will wrap up their regular season on the road at Augusta Friday night at 7 p.m., then at Georgia College and at Augusta and at Flagler, I should say, to wrap up their regular season before the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, which will be held in Greenwood from November 10th through 11th. The Patriots have already clinched their spot in the tournament. Speaking of conference championships, the men's and women's cross-country championships will be November 3rd in Beach Island, South Carolina. The FMU women soccer team, they'll wrap up their regular season Saturday afternoon at Flagler. And at last check now, they are losing tonight 2-0 at Lander. A little bit more than a quarter of an hour to go in the second half for the Patriot women as they trail in their second to last regular season contest. Patriot fans, visit www.FMUPatriotsShop.com for all your Francis Marion apparel and gift needs. Support your Patriots by visiting www.FMUPatriotsShop.com. Michael Baugh into the Patriots lineup. He replaces Gaspar Mian as Silva is escorted to the sideline. Play is restarted, and that one will go out off of Hoyland for a throw. Sammy Viata, he started for USC Aiken, returns in that last sequence. Turnover. Down goes Drakenhammer. Pollard with it. I think the Patriots are having advantage played by the referee here after Drakenhammer went down in that challenge. Michael Baugh. Drakenhammer making a run down the sideline. Baugh will cut inside. Drakenhammer returns to the freshman from Belgium. Baugh unable to get across away. And it's back to the FMU defense. Lamont left it for Warden, who I don't think was ready for it. And now Viata. Hamilton on the far side, right in front of the Pacers bench. Looking to play the ball toward Masiri. And Hoyland heads it back to Gregonis. And the Pacers shouting for handball. But neither the referee or either of his assistants saw it that way. Drakenhammer, good header on, looking for Warden. It's popped up into the air by Warsop and out of play. Into the crowd. Couple of subs for FMU. Coughlin returns for Warden, and Dovlin returns for Pollard. Just about halfway through this second half, FMU still with a 1-0 lead thanks to the 39th minute goal by Yannick Rotter. His second of the year, and a second straight match or a goal for the freshman. And that one was played off of Baugh last, so the Pacers will have another throw in. Lamont goes down. Foul against USCA. Looked like it was Viata who clipped the Patriot freshman there. Both teams again looking to make subs when they get an opportunity. Dovlin will be the one to take this free kick for FMU as we tick down to 22 minutes left here in this second half. Patriots with a 6-5 shot edge, and they have gone the first half of this second half without an official shot attempt registered on the goal of Javaria. Low ball comes in, cleared away, but right to Peters. Michael Baugh. Trying to elude Salviano. Turns away from. Coughlin will now get a cross in, but it was blocked by Warsaw. Patriot throw in and now substitution coming. One for each side. Same sub the Patriots made near the end of that first half. Lindquist for Marino. And for USC Aiken, couldn't quite tell who that was who checked in. We'll get to that in a moment. Martin Coughlin able to keep it in. Sliding it toward the goal. Got a whistle as it did go out of play. So referee pointing for a goal kick as Coughlin could not quite keep it in play. As he trying to play it centrally. The Pacers quickly get play back underway. Viata tangled up with an FMU defender there. Was Kirsting. Patriots are able to win the ball back. Kirsting, miscommunication, gives it away to Salviano. Now Zambrano plays it out wide. That attempted cross goes off of Kirsting straight up into the air. Eventually comes down to Zambrano, but he gives it right back to the Patriots. Isaiah Lamont on to Hoyland, and Hoyland will just send it forward, looking for Drakenhammer. Catches him in stride. Drakenhammer now will slow it down, wait for some support. Looking for the run down the line of Devlin. Beaten to it by Bailey. Bailey. And the Pacers looking to build out of the back. Hoyland, good work. Pinching in on Masiri. Now Warsop on it. Salviano tried to flick it on to Box, making a run. The Patriots able to win possession back. Ba with it. And it'll be out for an FMU throw-in on this near side. Ba to take it. 19-10 and ticking to go here in this one. Peters has it. That looked like it went off a hand, and it did. Warsop was sliding down to try and block it, and his hand was up and got him pretty clear handball there. And the Patriots are going to have a free kick just a couple yards outside of the USCA penalty area. Jonas Devlin, a left footer, standing over it. The Pacers have 4 in the wall. That is no way that's 10 yards. And Devlin is pointing that out, and he's going to back up the wall. So the wall will go back a few yards into the USCA box. Javaria sliding his wall to try to cover the near post while he will set himself up near the far post. Devlin fires it right into the wall. So the wall does its job for the Pacers. On one of the Pacers, it's going to be a little worse for wear after that strike. Hurts a little bit more on a little bit of a cooler night like this. Out wide, Drakenhammer, chance to get a cross in. He overhit it. And the assistant on the near side had his flag up saying that Drakenhammer did not keep it in play, so it'll be a goal kick for the Pacers. Piata flicks it on, trying to get it into the path of the on-charging Pineda, but could not do so. But USCA with it again. Right in front of their bench, Viata. Looking for Zambrano. Now Pineda going after it with Kirsting. Patriots come out the better in that challenge. And it'll be played out off of USC Aiken for an FMU throw. 17 minutes left. Patriots leading the Pacers 1-0. Only 11 combined shots between the two teams this evening. 6 for FMU, 5 for USC Aiken. Coughlin draws a foul right at the midfield stripe. And so the Patriots will be able to bring some players forward for another free kick. Earlier in this half, USC Aiken had some decent chances to try and equalize. But FMU over the last few minutes has seemed to tilt the field back in their favor, as it was for a good chunk of the first half. Long ball forward. Drakenhammer tried to nod it to a teammate. Instead, Masiri picks it up, coming back for the Pacers. Viata finds Box. Box looking to cut inside, gets it away to Viata just before the challenge. Masiri out wide. Masiri working on Michael Baugh. Goes around him, gets into the box, goes around another, plays it centrally, and the Patriots are able to get it away. Bainbridge finally fires it wide as the Patriots were trying to dribble it out of trouble. Almost ran into more trouble, but Bainbridge said, enough of this. I'm just going to kick it as far as I can toward the sideline. That one's out of play. Again on the far side. USC Aiken quickly gets a restarter with a throw-in. Crossing attempt was blocked. And it'll be another corner for the visitors. 5 corners now for USC Aiken, 3 for FMU.
Number 8, Andre Saviano.
Just a few ticks more than 15 minutes left here in this second half. Here comes the corner. Looked like it was Pineda who got his head to it, but he could not steer his header on frame, and it'll be a goal kick for Christopher Gregonis and the Patriots, with now the shot attempts even at 6 apiece, and now the referee is calling for the clock to be stopped with 14:44 to go. And they need another ball, as apparently that one went beyond the screen behind the net there, so they had to get another ball from the sideline, and now we're back underway. Lamont. Kirsting pops it into the air near the halfway line. Drakenhammer went up. Drakenhammer got a piece of that pass. Now Coughlin a chance to pressure the defense, and they give it away to Drakenhammer, but Dublin couldn't quite get on the end of that one. Lindquist trying to keep it in front of the Patriots bench, didn't quite do so. So be another throw in for the Pacers. Patriots looking to make a couple of changes at the next opportunity. Viata. This pass hit Kirsting. They got a second chance to play it forward. Gregonis calling for it, and he got there just in the nick of time. Bainbridge doing enough to ward off the charging Pacers. Lindquist's ball was knocked away, but right into the path of Dublin, so the Patriots are able to retain possession. Hoyland, pressured by Masiri, calmly steers it clear of the Pacers senior. No one knew where the ball was for a moment. And it'll be off of Drakenhammer for a USCA throw-in. Box goes to Warsop at the back. Free kick now for Aiken after the challenge by Drakenhammer. 13 minutes to go. Bainbridge will fire it into the bleachers. Gaspar Mien is one of the Patriots who's trying to stay warm as he gets ready to check back in on that far side. Box will take the throw in for the Pacers on this near side. Gets a right back from Masiri. Now Masiri charging into the box for USC Aiken. Patriot defense again able to knock it off him before he can play it more centrally. Ba trying to let it go out of play, which he's able to do successfully. And now the Patriots will be able to make those 2 substitutions they were looking to make moments ago. Drakenhammer and Lindquist out. Pollard and Gaspar Mien back in for FMU. 12 minutes left here in Florence. Hoyland fires it back in with his throw. Long ball forward. Coughlin charging forward after it, putting Bailey under pressure. Has to go back to his goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper gives it away to Gaspar Mien. Now Pollard. Peters. Bainbridge. And now Pacers had it for a moment, but good read there by Peters to intercept an errant pass to get it back for the Patriots. Kirsten coming forward, goes down. Pineda with the foul for USC Aiken. So Francis Marion will have a free kick right around the halfway line as we go under 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Still that 1-0 lead, that left-footed strike from Yannick Grotter in the 39th minute. Just moments after he was stopped by Chavari on a great counterattack. Still the difference between these two South Carolina rivals. Another foul called against USC Aiken as the Patriots will now have a free kick much further up the field than the one just seconds ago. 10:30 to play. Lamont in the box. Ba and Devlin talking it over near the top of the box. I would expect the 6-foot Ba to be in the box. Hoyland comes up from the back. Martin Coughlin to take it for FMU. Looking for the far post. Hoyland was making a run, but Javario, the goalkeeper, read it and intercepted. Bainbridge with a header. Devlin gets it further up the field to Ba, and Hoyland is still forward. Pacers were looking for offside. Hoyland was not offside, but he was unable to return a pass to Michael Ba. It'll be out for a goal kick for the Pacers, and Hoyland will jog back to his center back spot, rejoining the Patriots 3-5-2 formation as part of the three. Sam Pollard. Gaspar Mien has some space to run into on that far side. Now double teamed, played it inside. Coughlin couldn't quite get there. Fiata trying to hold it up for USC Aiken to start a counterattack. Two Patriots converge on him and they nick the ball away. Pacers quickly regain possession though. Box bringing it forward. Masiri. And that attempted switch hit off of Coughlin. Martin was the one trying to switch the field of play. Now Bailey will do so. But Kirsten got to it first. Knocks it off of Pineda. And Peters is able to get it to Bainbridge, who will send it forward. He's looking for Coughlin, but it'll go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for USC Aiken, and now the officials will stop the clock with 8:19 to go here in the second half. The Patriots still holding on to that 1-0 lead. The Pacers are looking to make a substitution here. The referee talking to Martin Coughlin about something. What, we're not exactly sure. It is Simon who checks back in for the Pacers. Shots 7-6 in favor of Francis Marion here with 8:15 left. Here come the Pacers again. Bainbridge, good tackle there. Win the ball back as the Pacers were trying to bring it back to the box. Again, a long ball forward. Was looking for Coughlin, but he could not quite get onto the end of it. Another throw for USC Aiken right in front of their bench area. And now it'll go back to Francis Marion. As Coach Campbell up off the bench, giving some instructions to his side, hoping to hang on for these 3 points. 7:40 away from moving up to 12 points in league play. Another throw in with 7.5 to go. Gaspar Mien to take it. Devlin looking to flick it center for Pollard. Instead, USA can got it, but now Hoyland takes it away. Ba in space out wide. Looking to switch it for Coghlan on the end of the box. Picks him out perfectly. Recovery by the defense for USC Aiken. That was Tobier. Was able to knock it out of play.
Take the corner kick for the Patriots.
And now the Patriots will have their 4th corner of the evening. Gaspar Mien into the far corner to take it for FMU. Ba comes as the short option, but Mien will fire it toward the near post. Martin gets it away. Ba got his head to it. Salviano gets it further out for USC Aiken. Loose ball comes down to Gaspar Mien. Tried to slip it through for Coghlan. Got it intercepted. Pollard tried to turn away from a defender. Went down. FMU retains possession, at least for the moment. But Masiri's speed wins it back for Aiken, at least temporarily. Neither team can really maintain possession of the ball at the moment. 6 minutes to go. Box in space. Salviano. Salviano will let fly, and that one's going to sail over the crossbar of Christopher Greganis, and it'll be a goal kick for the Patriot freshman goalkeeper in search of his 4th shutout of the season. Patriots looking for their 7th win in their last 8. If they're able to get it here tonight. They won 3 in a row after falling here to Lander in their conference opener. Then lost here to North Georgia. And then have won the next 3 following that loss. Coming into tonight's contest against USC Aiken, the final regular season home match for FMU. 5 minutes to go in it. They lead 1-0. Cross comes in, beyond everybody. Good work by Ba to beat Simon to it. And Hoyland's able to relieve the pressure with a pass to Devlin. Peters had Coghlan if he could have gotten it to the freshman on the far side, but good backtracking by the Pacers midfield to win possession back. Down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds and counting here in the second half. Ball crossed in towards Simon, goes behind him, headed away Hoyland. Devlin had his pass deflected. Patriots going with just Coghlan right now up front. Playing a little more of a defensive formation to try to hang on for the final 4 minutes. Masiri tries to cut inside. Now Box tried to fire it into the box. Came down loose in the box. Deflected shot. And that will go behind for a corner kick. That one popped into the air after a Patriot was diving to keep it out. And it ended up going behind for another USC Aiken corner. Ball comes in toward the far post. Hoyland will head it behind. It'll be another corner kick for the Pacers, this time on the near side of the field. 3:15 and counting here in the second 45. 7 corners now for the Pacers. As this one comes in toward the penalty area, Lamont got his head highest. This one is rifled well wide as Bailey decided to let fly on a shot from way outside. That'll be another goal kick. Drakenhammer returns. Michael Baugh back to the sidelines for the Patriots. Stop the clock to make this substitution with 2:52 to go. Shots are now in favor of USC Aiken, 8-7. After that long drive by Bailey. And now Gregonis lets fly. Hoyland shanked his potential clearance. And it'll be a throw-in for the Pacers. FMU nicks it away, but just able to clear it to the halfway line. Final 2.5 minutes. Orsop chipping it forward. Now it comes to Simon, went around one. Nasiri, watched by Drakenhammer. Well done by the senior forward, playing back more defensively now to nick it away. Orsop keeps it in the FMU half of the field. That pass given away to Isaiah Lamont. Lamont will launch it forward, and that one's bounding towards the FMU sideline. Another throw for USC Aiken. Final 2 minutes. Patriots still up 1-0. Orsop. Siri dropping a little deeper to pick up the ball, trying to go around a couple of Patriots. Coughlin and Peters able to win it off him. Siri went down. Coughlin dribbling it forward. He is shoved down by Box. Free kick for FMU. Good work there by Martin Coughlin to hold the ball up and win the free kick, and the Patriots will not be in any hurry to take this one as we're in the final 90 seconds now of the 90 minutes. Hoyland plays it down the line looking for Coughlin. Didn't quite make it there. Masiri trying to cut it inside. And now he will get it back. That one goes off of Jonas Dublin, out of play for a USC Aiken throw. Box gets it in. 1 minute remaining. Patriots 55 seconds away from 3 points. Against Aiken. Long ball forward toward the FMU box. Drakenhammer heads it away into the path of Peters, who's able to flick it on forward. Sam Pollard trying to get there for FMU to clear it further, but Orsop's able to keep it down there for USC Aiken. There's a pass intercepted. Pollard will once again send it back into the Pacers half, and they have to retreat down to the final 30 ticks here of the second half. And unable to keep it in on that far side was USC Aiken, so the Patriots will have a throw as we enter the final 20 seconds. And now they will stop the clock. 18.6 showing on the clock right now. The Patriots have a throw-in near the Pacers bench. Throw it in and the clock restarts. Coughlin will launch it as far as he can off balance. Orsop does the same back the other way. Hoyland pops it into the air with a header.
8, 7,
Dublin and Martin went up for it.
5, 4, 3.
And that one's launched forward, and that one's going to be the final meaningful kick of the match as the clock hits zeros once again. And the FMU Patriots have a new season-high 4-match winning streak. And so the FMU Patriots hang on to beat USC Aiken 1-0. FMU improving to 8-5-0 and 4-2-0 in Peach Belt Conference play, moving them up to 12 points in this Peach Belt Conference regular season. While USC Aiken drops to 3-6-2 overall, they are 0-4-2 in Peach Belt Conference play. Final statistics from this evening's contest. The final shot tally, 8-7. USC Aiken had the advantage in the shot column there. Patriots had the 5-3 advantage in shots on target. Corners 7-4 in favor of USC Aiken. In the goals, Christopher Gregonis with 3 saves for his 4th shutout of the season. It's the 5th shutout in total for the Patriots this season. Alejandro Chavarria with 4 saves for USC Aiken. But he let the 1 goal past him. It was a 39th minute goal by Yannick Grotter, assisted by Sam Pollard and Sidney Warden. So a trio of freshmen combined for the one and only goal of the night here in Florence, with the Patriots have now won 4 in a row. And for the time being, our solo third in the Peach Belt Conference standings with North Georgia and Young Harris still playing. Last check, North Georgia was leading Young Harris 2-1. If that result holds, then the Patriots and the Nighthawks would once again be tied for third in the conference play with 12 points apiece, with just one match remaining in the regular season. Next up for the Patriots, they visit second-ranked Young Harris Saturday at 5 to wrap up the regular season, while USC Aiken will host Clayton State Saturday afternoon at 3:30 for their final match of the regular season. Well, that's going to do it for this evening's broadcast. For all of us here at the Patriot Sports Network, Rob Lau, thanking you for listening and tuning in to this contest. Senior night victory for the Patriots. We'll get a nice hand from the crowd who braved the chilly evening here in Florence to see the Patriots get 3 crucial points in the Peach Belt Conference race as we get down to the last few days of the regular season. So an opportunity for the Patriots to host next Tuesday in the Peach Belt Conference quarterfinals. If that is the case, we'll bring it to you here on the Patriot Sports Network. But good night for now as the Patriots knock off the Pacers 1-0.